Hello everybody, Torgal here, and welcome back to Modsauce 2. Today I got tons of little stuff in stock for us, but the first thing I wanted to show you guys is, check it out, I got an ME system down here now in the Botania area. And I'm gonna show this off more, how I built this quantum ring and so on, and how I got linked up when we set up the same thing in the Thaumcraft area, in one of the very near upcoming episodes. We're gonna get going with Thaumcraft a bit, and I'm gonna set this up over there too, but just so you guys know, I have it set up over here. And I did have access already to the ME system from down here via the remote, but the problem is I wanted to be able to craft down here directly in the ME system, because when you check, I made a bunch of these ruins, and a lot of them, you know, needed stuff to be crafted on the go, and I was tired of going back and forth over and over. And so yeah, I got this set up, it's nice. And today, what we're gonna get started with first is something a little technical. You guys see here, I want to automate our living wood and living rock production. So I just need to drop off oak or stone right here, and it does it for us. Now I've set up this similar setup before in my Infinity Botania Spotlight series, but I thought I'd go into this here again in detail, so in case you didn't watch it yet, you can see how I did it. Now, what these are is just the inventory cables from Steve's Factory Manager, and the actual inventory manager, the machine inventory manager, I'm going to put up here. That's where we're going to do the programming. And you need these cables because these block gates here, they are not directly connecting. They need to have the inventory cable so you can actually talk to it via the machine manager. Come on, why you gotta be placing wrong? And now you guys see it's a solid almost in the middle. And what that means is when it places a block, it will actually, instead of placing it here, will place it one above. So we need to go around and just shift right click it, so it becomes this empty one, and that means it will directly place it on top of this block gate, and that is what we need. And in the middle, you guys see I just have the pure daisies, and yeah, it's very simple. And now we're going to go ahead and get started with the programming. All right, so let's go ahead and start this, and the first thing we're going to have to set up is the variables. Now I'm gonna try to explain this here real quick. We're gonna have two sets. This is going to be living wood, and this is going to be the living rock area. And I'm just going to talk about one right now. Now, when you make a container variable or a variable itself, I'm going to say, here's a variable for these 8 gates, okay? And on this side, I'm going to say, this is the white container variable. And over here, I forgot what the color is, but I said I'm just going to explain this one side here. So this one right here is the white variable. And when it loops through checking, hey, do you have living wood? 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 And so on. You get the idea. It assigns it the orange value. So while it is in the white variable, it's going to go one by one. And every time it is at a new block, it tells it, hey, you are now the orange variable. I hope that makes sense. Now, let me show you guys. Maybe it makes more sense. We're going to need 2 of these right now. And we're just going to put them far over here. This first one, you don't need to do anything. It's simply set to white. Okay? And the second one here, we're going to need to set one to the right. Hey, you're orange. And that is all you need to do with the orange. Now, we need to go back into the white, and we need to give it containers. And it's pretty important. Check on the top right next to the minimap you see where it's -2103, 2104, and 2105. So just that you remember 2103, 4, and 5, negative. So you know which ones of these to actually assign here. So you're going to go here. This is at, let me move it further over here so we can see it. -2105, 2105, 2105, 04, 04, 03, 03, and 03. That's 8. That's the 8 from the left one. So now I'm saying these 8 is the white variable. And whenever we do a loop checking through these 8, the inside, so the one that's currently on, is going to be the orange. It's something that I found confusing in the beginning at first in Steve's Factory Manager, and I'm actually a programmer by nature. By nature sounds funny, but I've been programming since I'm 12 years old, many different languages and so on. So I figured that if I have a problem really wrapping my head around this, I thought I'd give it a good explanation so you guys hopefully understand it from the beginning. So these two are together, and I'm going to set up two more. And these two are going to be for the right-hand side. And this one is going to be... Yep, magenta, that whole group of the containers. Let's just set them up real quick. So it's going to be the other 8 here. This, and this. So these 8 are the magenta, and when it loops through that, we're going to say you are light blue. Okay, that's all you're going to need to do over here. Okay, so now let's get going. First, you always need a trigger, of course. And then we need to have a, where is it? Oh, wrong one. Okay, why can't I find you? Where are you? Here we go. A for each loop. And how that works is right here. We're going to say the list is white, the 8, and each one of them is an element of orange. And that is all we need. You don't need to do anything else in the loop order or the container types, nothing. You just drag this in here and done. And while we're here, I'm gonna just set this one up the same way just to show you the only difference here. And there we go. Then for the living rock, we're gonna say, of course, for the list magenta, we're assigning light blue. That is it. Now, I'm not sure if you could actually use the same colors for both of them, but I wanted them to be separated just so it's clear for me what it does, and that is it. All right, so, and now for each, now we're going to have a condition. And we're simply going to check over here. Do these blocks here. So now I'm going to go to variables, orange. Okay, it's going to check every single orange one, target up, activate, and we're going to check for living wood. Right here, living wood. And now the only thing, and I cannot explain why, you need to set this here to match all. It has something to do, I saw this originally from Direwolf, and I don't remember why he said it, but it does not work checking for living wood if you don't set this to match all. That's the only thing. And how I did that is I right-clicked this living wood to get this extra UI, and it just clicked through to match all. Okay? So now, I'm checking, does any one of these 8 have living wood? Okay? And then now we have a false and a true. We're going to start with the false first. So, hey, there is no living wood. Okay? And now we're simply going to need an input. Let's put this so we have room and an output. And now, of course, I'm trying to conserve a little room so I can have all this on one page. And now, of course, the inventories. And there's something we need to check real quick. We are at 2106. And we need the lower one of the two. So the one with the wood. Okay, so the input is going to be 2106. Y64, this one. I'm going to take from this one. And the target this way, by the way, is east. Activate. And the items, I'm whitelisting oak wood. This one right here. And now you need to right click this, by the way, and say specify amount 1. If you don't do that and you put 64 oak into that storage drawer, it will place all 64 one after another in the same spot. It will not stop. It's messed up. So you need to say only place 1. That is it. Or I should say you take 1. I'm sorry about that. Okay, and now the output. Now we're going to say variable, orange, target up, and items we leave blacklisted, it doesn't matter, and done. So now when we connect this up like that, bam, and nothing is going to happen right now, of course, but let's just get, let me get a whole, actually let me just get 8 right now. And I put 8 in there. What? Sorry about that, guys. There was one little mistake here. I connected it to the output. That is incorrect. You want to hook it up to the for each. that was the big boo-boo right there. And you also want to make sure that under items, where we whitelist the oak, you want to specify amount 1. I forgot now if I mentioned that or not. But yeah, that's all we gotta do. And now if we put 8 oak in here, bam, you're gonna see they're all 8 instantly placed, just like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing for this side, but instead of living wood, I'm checking if there is living rock. The controller is over here. It's just the magenta and light blue, and these 2 drawers over here. So let me go ahead and just copy the exact same thing over to this side. Now I remember what I did not mention here. Under the condition, the items for the living wood, where we set match all, we want to make sure that you set this to if any, not requires all. It's by default set to requires all. You want to have this set to if any. That is the only thing. So I've set up the living rock over here. And now I'm going to do the same thing. Now this is the bottom one of the other 2. 65, 64. This one, target up. And items, we're going to just whitelist stone. Bam, and right click it, specify amount 1, because I want to make sure it only takes 1. And the inventory is now variable is the light blue, and the target is east. No, actually, sorry, up. I'm confusing myself. And item blacklist and done. So now when we connect this, and just make sure you drag it to the for each, not the output like me. And let's get some stone. Let's just get 8 for the time being. There we go. I don't need you anymore right now. And bam, and it should instantly bam, all 8 placed. So now we got them set up. So what happens if you're empty? And now we're setting up the true condition. Again, we just need an input and an output. We can put these down here. And then, of course, I'm going to need an input and an output also for over here. Now, we could put all this into, you know, groups. Where are they? Here, command groups. But this is all we're going to need on this setup. So I think it's okay to have it on 1. And now I'm going to say, you know, true. There is living wood. So we're going to go ahead and say, you know, every orange one in that list, every variable. And we're going to say up, take whatever is on there, which would be now living wood. And I'm actually specifying this here. I don't know if you actually need this, but I like it better just in case there's something going on. And again, I'm going to say match all. Sounds good. So we're taking that and now we're outputting it into the other one, which is the upper drawer. And that's the one we're going to say east. And items blacklist. It don't matter. So bam, bam, gone. And it put it into this one. And now I'm going to copy the same over here for the living rock. All right, it's all set up. And now I'm going to put in 3 stacks of oak here. And I'm going to put in 3 stack. Whoa, what's happening? What? I keep give me that. I keep forgetting that you cannot click the side of these storage drawers. You need to click the front. It's not like a cache. So you need to click here and it places it. So now this is going to make a 3 stacks of each. And I don't need to worry about this anymore, doing it by hand. And I hope you guys like it. I'm sorry if I confused you a little bit with either the variables or that one boo-boo. I'm connecting it wrong over here instead of the for each to the output. But if you have any questions, let me know. And I'll reply in the comments to let you know if if I can help you out. All right. Next thing is I want to do today is I want to get my hands on some Terra steel. Okay. And well, for this one, we're going to need some sparks. So I'm going to make 5 sparks. And I'm also going to need this terrestrial agglomeration plate. 5 runes, block of mana steel, 3 lapis, just like that. And this is the setup you need. You need 5 living rock and 4 lapis. And then you place this plate right here in the middle. And then you right click it with a spark. And now we got a spark up here. That's how you're going to get the mana from the pools. And I'm going to shift right click the mana pools. to put the sparks on top of this. Now, by default, this is this one and also the enchanting thingamajiggy that we're going to set up over here. When you put a spark over them, they're automatically going to request mana from any sparks in the area. And when you right click, by the way, a spark, it shows you all other connected sparks, if you didn't know that. So you can find out, you know, how far can I go, am I out of range, and so on. It just indicates, hey, these guys can all talk to each other. All right, so now why do I want this? Because I want to make Terra Steel. In Terra Steel, you make by... one thing before I forget. This floating solignolia. I had this set up here where you see the polarity negator. Because, well, with the Terra Steel, you know, you toss stuff here. And I don't want to suck it back up with the magnet. But this one flower sucked all 4 mana pools dry. I don't know why it requests so much mana. So I'm done with the magnet from Botania for right now. This must be a bug. Put the ring of magnetization here. And I'm using the regular practicalities item magnet again. Because these polarity negators, I got one here. And I got one down here. Work without anything. Oh yeah, and by the way, you guys see I put in the 6 lenses on this one. And I think I forgot now if I showed this last time. I also have 6 here and 2 up there. So every one of the spreaders now has the which one is this here? Potency, velocity, mana lens, and that allowed me to add 2 more endoflames to every one of these. So now we got 30 endoflames going on down here. And I also, you guys gave me some really good tips in the comment section to one of the videos. Because we had the 2 coals sitting here, right? And since somebody said, go ahead and use the redstone conduits and so on. And, well, I decided to go with the red net cable, which is the same principle. And now when this kicks in, it drops 1 coal because this, you know, instantly gives the pulse up here and locks it up. So we got really good mana generation down. I don't think we're going to extend this anymore. I don't think it's needed. And these guys, like always, are just almost full. Okay, so now that we have this, yes, let's go ahead and make our first mana steel. And how that works is you simply put these 3 guys on there, a mana diamond, mana pearl, and a mana steel. And you guys see it's sucking the mana from over here right away. And bam, there's our first. Ooh, what's going on over here? What's happening? Uh-oh. Something with this cobble going on here. Why are you breaking this? Stop! I don't understand. What is happening here? Oh boy. Well, we got a bug in the system here. Did I forget to, if condition is false, it should not break anything if there is no living rock. Let's see here. If any living rock match all. What is happening? This worked so nicely in my test world. Something is buggy here, guys. I'm gonna have to investigate this. I'll do this later. Let's focus on the task at hand. Let me put these 3 right there again. Let's make the second Terra Steel. I'm not sure what's going on with this over there. But now we got 2 Terra Steel. And we can make our Terra Blade, a new weapon that I would like to have for today's task. And that is, I want to get certain enchants on this one. Okay? And for this one, we have this area set up over here. And why don't we finish this right now? So it's ready and set. before we figure out how to get the enchanting books that I want. Sorry, I'm a little sidetracked because this is bugging me over here that it's not working. But like I said, I'll look into it before the end of the episode and figure out what's going on and then let you know what I did wrong. You need 17 obsidian in this in this configuration right here. And by the way, something really cool and new from, let me get rid of this cobble here, from Botania, that Washi, I think that's what his name is. Alright, just give me all this oak and all this stone. Get out of here. We're gonna stop this, and I'll, like I said, figure this out in a minute. What you can do now is with the Botania book, give it to me. When you look something up, like this enchanting right here, yeah, you can now say visualize, and then you can walk up like I had over here, and this is, here we go. And I think left click, yes, no. Now I have to do it. Alright, I right clicked it with it in the hand. And you guys see now that because I already placed the obsidian, you cannot see the highlight anymore. But you see that ooh, I made another thing, by the way. And it's called the Citis stick from Practicalities. Because that allows me to do this. You right click it, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. It stops raining and it puts you into the morning. I thought that was really cool. It's a little expensive to make this stick, but we have endless nether stars, so it don't matter. Man, this thing is really pumping from these 2 Terra steel. Anyway, so you guys see the holograms right there, and you see we still need these 6 mana pylons also, and it would even show you the flowers if you have not them in place, and so on. So instead of me showing you guys, hey, this is how you set it up and counting it, simply use the book, and it's very easy, and then you just unvisualize and it's gone. So let's do this again here. And yes, we need the mana pylons. And the mana pylons, I got everything ready here. We need 6 of them. Bam. And these we need to place on top of these flowers. You can, by the way, use any color of flower you want. I just decided to go with black so it goes nicely with the obsidian. And we need these, this, and this. And you can also use these mana pylons, in case you didn't know, instead of bookcases for your enchanting setup and so on. So now, if I right-click this with my one of the forest, bam, you see this, now we have a mana enchanter going on. And we'll use this here very shortly, but first, we are going to spawn. Where's spawn? Bam. And we're going to go down into the enchanting area, and we are going to set up something pretty nifty that I don't think I've ever shown before. Now I'm going to have to figure out where am I going to put this stuff. We don't need you anymore, and we don't need you either. I'll just keep them on me, don't matter. And that is this typesetting table, and the printing press, and also the enchanter itself. So let's go ahead and put the enchanter right there, put the typesetting table right here, and put the printing press right there. Now what this allows us to do, first off, this enchanting table here, when you click on recipes, it shows you how you can make all kinds of enchanted books that we want, right? And what I am out for right now is sharpness. Let's see. Ooh, soulbound repair. Let's see here. Sharpness. So I'm going to need nether quartz. I'm going to need a booking quill and nether quartz for 1. I'm going to probably need 64 nether quartz. So let's go ahead and go home real quick and pick that up. Don't need you. Nether quartz, 64 this. And I thought I made a book and quill. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, my bad. Let's go back to spawn. I just decided to put these things at spawn because I don't see any reason to have my own enchanting area. You know, we got this nice little room at spawn here, and this way everybody can make use of it. So now let's put the book and quill in here, and these, and it costs me 29 levels, and we get sharpness 5. Awesome. Oh, we have 4 left over. Now, the other thing is, you guys see here, I have a Soul Stealer 3 book. And I want to really make Soul Stealer 5, so we can work on our first Soul Shard. Well, I could just keep enchanting and enchanting here. Or I wanted to show you guys a different way, and that has to do with this typesetting table. And I have not used this in a long time, so it's going to take me a while. I made these reading glasses from Bibliocraft, and they help you identify items that are on these two machines, if they're on there, or it will tell you, you know, you need this many levels and so on. So I recommend you making these glasses, and we're going to take these ink sacs, and I think they're going somewhere. Where are you going? Ah, there we go. I hit it. You guys see? Now we have 64 ink. Do you see this with the glasses? Otherwise you wouldn't see this. And now on this one, as far as I know, is we take the book and we place it on the left. Requires 24 levels. And I need to put a book here. No, sorry. I need to put, I think, the printing press here. We're there? Yes. There we go. And now I need to put a book. No. Ah, yes, it's gonna make me the thing, but I need 24 levels. And the easiest way, let's see if we maybe have enough here. I did set up an essence farm today, but let's see if this one maybe gets me to 24 levels. Yes, it will. Cool, so I don't need to go home. Let's just use this. Bam. Alright, well, I might as well eat the last ones here. And now, as far as I know, is... No, not like that. There's a trick. There we go. I shift right-click that book. And now that made me this guy right here. An enchanted plate with Soul Stealer 3. And what that allows me to do is... I think you place it... Where do you place this? Up here? Whoa. There we go. I clicked it in here. Now it shows me Soul Stealer 3, right? And now I can take 2 books and place them right there. And it will instantly start printing. And you're going to see in a second here. There we go. Now it made me, guess what? A Soul Stealer 3. But it's going to make me another 2. One of these presses here can make a copy, so it's 3 altogether. So you get back the original. And of course I need to give it 1 more book, so it can make me a 3rd one. And while I wait for this 3rd one to get done, do we have an anvil here? Yes. And now what I can do is take these 2 Soul Stealer 3, and it's gonna make me a Soul Stealer 4 when I have the XP 3 levels. Really? Come on. Come on, Barry, somewhere. Dang it. Alright, stop. Okay, let's go home real quick. We're gonna go to the factory. And I did put a sound muffler here. But still, every time you come in, you hear it for just a split second. And check it out. I set up this guy over here today with a bunch of essence berry bushes, and I probably have a few thousand. Yeah, almost 8,000 already. So let's just take a few stacks with us, and let's go back to spawn. So we can finish this. Wow. Alright, so I set 3 levels to combine these 2. So Soul Stealer 3, Soul Stealer 3, and now I got a Soul Stealer 4 book. Now guess what? There's another Soul Stealer 3 here, which I'm not gonna need. Hello? Thank you. And the plate is gone, and you only have 61 ink left. So I'm not gonna need this anymore. I'm gonna... Actually, I can just put this into the shared one here. But now I have a Soul Stealer 4. And now I'm going to do the same spiel again. I'm going to copy this. Of course, I need to make another one of these. What are they called? This guy right here. Printing press chassis. It's very simple. And I'm going to make 2 Soul Stealer 4 and then combine that into a Soul Stealer 5. But you guys just saw the process, how I did it, and I'm going to do it the same way again to get up to the Soul Stealer 5. Alright, check it out. I got Soul Stealer 5 and Sharpness 5. It's really cool. And we're about to enchant the sword, but I wanted to do one more thing. And that is, you know, with that enchanter from Ender IO, we were just able to say I want the Sharpness 5. But there's certain other enchants that you cannot get with that. And in order to make use of this right here, I wanted to set up a, whatchamacallit, a auto-enchanter, an auto-anvil, and so on, just so it's ready in case we ever need it. And I just need to, I can't get there, so let me get down one and put this to insert. And I decided to hook up an extra ender tank here because, like, in the main tower here, there's no reason for me to use a tesseract, okay? Because if you check, you know, we have power going everywhere already. Where's my wrench? Yeah, you guys like how I organized this? Oh yeah, I was organizing here. It was driving me bonkers that this is such a mess. Not like here, for example. You guys see there's power going here, there's power going there. There's just no reason for me to, you know, use the tesseract just to get the whatchamacallit, mob essence. Sorry about that. So I figured we're gonna set this up right here. Let's put the auto-enchanter here and the other guy right there. So now, of course, I'm gonna have to get some conduit here real quick and just run that. Oh, only 3 left. Hopefully I have these energetic alloys ready. Yes, sweet. Love it when I make stuff in bulk. So these kind of situations I don't need to worry about. So where are we? We're here. Let's get this up there real quick. And where's the easiest power? Bam! We got power. And I'm only gonna set these 2 up right now. I'm not even gonna worry about the disenchanter yet, but that will simply, you know, go right next to it. But I wanted to show these guys right here. Auto-enchanter. Bam. And the auto-anvil. And these 2 guys need mob essence. You guys see here and there. So what we can do here is simply place the ender tank in the middle to output. And now both of these guys are getting essence, and I don't need to waste the tesseract. So just they're ready. If I want to enchant something, you know, maybe I'm gonna put in some bows and stuff like that just to get it going, just to enchant stuff. Because, well, it's free. It's just power and mob essence, which we have plenty of. So now let's go ahead and enchant this bad boy. And I need to turn off the magnet for this now. Now, how this works is with this Botania Enchanter, and that's what makes this so beautiful, okay, is that you do not lose the enchanting books. So you right-click the Mana Enchanter here, and it places the sword up here or whatever you want to place. And then what I'm going to do is just drop these 2 books right there. And then right-click this with the one of the forest. And you're going to see... Wait a second. I never even put a spark. I just noticed. I think I need to... Wait. I'm pretty sure I need a spark. I forgot about that. Can I interrupt this here? Hello? No? Yeah, I'm pretty... Let me make a spark. I'm pretty sure this needs a spark. Do I have any petals? No. I hope that I'm not messing something up because of this. Just give me 2 petals here, please. And make mana petals. And let me get the sparks. Bam. Like that. And there we go. Alright, I was able to do it after. You guys see, it needs mana. There's just no... Is it actually getting it from all of them? I don't know. Oh, now you see the symbol, and bam, it's done. I believe it is done. So now if I right-click this, I got my sword back. And both enchanting books. And now we got a Terra Blade with Soul Stealer 5 and Sharpness 5, which is awesome! Actually, let me leave this here and get rid of these 2 here. And we can turn on the magnet again. Now, why do I want all this? And that is all in preparation to Thaumcraft, okay? But the next step is I'm gonna need this matter transporter, and we need to go to a super secret location. Just a few hundred blocks away from spawn. Spawn is right here and down here. And actually, I asked the guys, I had so many marked on my map before, Wisp spawners, but I switched from journey map to map writer exclusively because I lost my data so often, right? From journey maps. So let's just go ahead and break this one. Usually down here, there it is. Take the matter transporter. Come on. And bam, we ninja'd it. So now I have a Wisp spawner in my hand. And now we're gonna go back to the portals building. This one right here. Because I prepared a little room down here. I didn't know where else to put it. This is like gonna be my manual farming room. It's a little dark in there. But I do have... Hello? I have the night vision pants. Let's put those on. Oh, now it's like as bright as day. That's awesome. That's awesome. And what I'm gonna do now is... Oh, we forgot one more step before I place this cage. We need to make ourselves our first soul shard. And for that, I prepared it over here. In case you guys have never made a soul shard, it's just, what is this? 6, 8 of endstone, 4 netherrack, and in the middle you put a glowstone, and then you right click this with a diamond, and it breaks the glowstone, and now we got an unbound soul shard. And that's why I brought another glowstone, just so I can close this again in case I want to make the next one. And now the first mob that you kill with this soul shard on your bar, that's why I pulled it off the bar, just in case, you know, some zombie or squid or something gets in my way. The first one you kill, it's gonna bind it to that soul shard. And the Terra Blade with the sharpness, Soul Stealer 5 is, if I want to get a tier 5 spawner, I need to kill 1024 wisps. If I don't have any Soul Stealer enchant. With Soul Stealer 5, you only need 1/5 of that. Because for every one you kill, you're gonna get credit for 5. So, bam, here is the Wisp spawner, and this is what I'm gonna do until next episode, is I'm gonna farm these guys. First I wanna kill a few by hand real quick, and then possibly make one more item for today that might help me with the farming here. There they are. And because this is gonna be a pain. So I killed 2, 3. Let's get out of here. And let's check here real quick. You see, I already got 18. Wow, that's actually more. So you get 6 per kill. Oh yeah, of course, 1 by default, and then for 5 enchants, so I'm getting 6 credit per kill. And this is why I'm doing all this, is these ethereal essences. That's what we're going to use a lot for Thaumcraft to get all our aspects. That's the whole reason why I did all this stuff today. And I thought it was pretty cool. Now, one thing I want to check is, because I am going to get beat up probably quite a bit. And I have never made one. Oh, I don't need to do this. I can just go over here. I have never made an incense from Botania. And there is a... Oh, it says here, not infused. So I'm wondering if you use this like the alchemical, with the alchemical thing. But then I could just make the brews, couldn't I? Here's the one where, look at this, regeneration 2 for 25 minutes. And all I need to do is, you know, make the incense, and I'm guessing then use the alchemical, thingamajiggy. What is it called? I don't want to search by it by name. Just because I'm a knucklehead and wasting time. Dang it! I thought I'm going to be able to find it. I probably passed it 18 times already. Alchemic. See, there's so much stuff. Chemical. Dang it. What is it called? Brew? There it is. Botanical brewery. Rune of mana. I could actually make this. Why don't we give this a try real quick? I have never done this. I'm totally shooting here. I only have one more blaze, maybe two. I'm very low on them. I'm gonna have to go farming. I have the runes of mana. Let's make one of these guys, and let's make you. And I'm gonna place you. How about right there? And then have this guy point to it. And just to, 1 and 1, that's good enough. Now, let me think here. Does the book tell me? I think the book tells me what the ingredients are that it wants to... Ooh, what would that be under... Brew. Brew incense. We can run a great variety effect in liquid form, however they don't last long and take up inventory space. Utilizing incense sticks instead of flasks mitigates the problem. These can be infused with brew, effects just like a normal flask would, but take around 10 times as much mana to do so. That's fine. Can be placed in an incense plate by right-clicking on it. A simple click with a flint and steel will light it up. Once lit, the stick cannot be retrieved. A single stick of incense will burn for 60 times as long as the liquid counterpart before needing it to be placed. Alright. Take any players on a 30 block radius. Not all brews can be infused, alright. I know how to make that and that. Okay. Now... brew. Complex brews? No, I don't want complex brews. I just want to see what it wants for... I'm pretty sure it's gas tier. Yeah, gas tier, glowstone, and nether wart. Okay, let's get this together real quick. Nether wart, before I forget. And I don't need these two anymore. Or this, or this, or this, or this, or this. Good. Glowstone. And a gas tier. Alright, now let's go ahead and make one of these guys. And also incense this guy right there. Oh, I never made this. Actually pretty cool. And I want to place this down in the... right next to where I'm going to farm these ghasts. And we'll see how that works. Alright, because this would also be interesting for when we get started with blood magic. You know, 24, oh, it automatically starts. Takes about 25 times as much mana, it says. See if we get an indicator. Alright, let's go ahead and wait this out. It is almost done. There it is. Bam. Cool. Let's try it out. Yum. So it says that it's within 30 blocks or something, so I'm guessing I could put this out here. That should be enough. Let's put this right there. Incense stick in there. Ooh, it's so cute. And let's give this a try. I'm gonna need to light this, it said. I don't need you right now. You go here. I don't need you anymore. So I'll make room. There it goes. And I got regeneration too. Now I'm guessing there is no way for me to see... Hello, open. Actually, let's see if this guy tells us how much time is left. No. So you just... it's just gonna last 60 times as long as a flask, apparently. And I'm gonna make good use of this. Like I said, I'm gonna farm between episodes. I'm just gonna farm these guys here as much as I can to get to a tier 5 shard. And you guys see, I'm getting beat up pretty good. Actually, once the recording is over, I'm gonna put on my regular mana steel pants again instead of this night vision. And I probably should stop shooting them and actually hit them with the sword. Because that way I have more sharpness effects. And of course I'm gonna farm a lot of this stuff also, which is a nice byproduct. I almost forgot to give you guys the update on what I changed for this to work now. I'm not sure why, but under the condition... Okay, don't forget that under the condition itself, we're checking the items. Living wood, match all. And the same under the living rock. Match all. But you don't want that in the, if it's true on both of them, meaning we want to break the living root or the living rock, you don't want to have this set to match all. You want this to be precise detection. At least that is what it looks like fixed it for me. I have not had this problem now. I went through 3 or 4 stacks now. How much do we have left? Just a few more. So this fixed it for me. Instead of saying match all, make sure that under these 2 right here, under... Yeah, nothing's happened. There's no cobble, nothing. So again, just to show it again, here, right here, under the input, instead of having this as match all, make sure it's precise detection. I don't know why it is like that, but it just is. Sometimes Steve does things that I cannot figure out why. The same as why do I need to have it under the condition? Why does it need to be here, match all? Living wood has an ID, and that should be it. Why is there different ones? You know what I mean? If I take one out, it shows here, item ID 781. So that should be the only one it's looking for. Anyways, guys, just quick update in case you were wondering how I fixed it, and it is working now. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and let me know what you guys think about our little enchanting setup, and if you guys have ever seen the Bibliocraft typesetting and printing press trick before, you know, how to make copies of your books. Let me know what you guys think about that. And as always, if you enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps me out, and you know, it makes me feel good when people like the videos. And also go down in the comments and say hi. And on that note, guys, until next time, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.